We are a Viking. A Viking. Welcome back to Streaming with Efren01. Hello, nice to see you. Somebody asked me the other day, or actually it was today, do you have a green screen that you stream in front of? I do not. No green screen, sorry. So you get to see the room in my house here. Hope you all enjoy it. Beautiful room in a Northern California home. It's really quite excellent. So sorry that I don't have a green screen. I did, however, make my face a little bigger. So if y'all are interested in seeing the face right here, just increase the size of that. Conversely, if you're interested in it being smaller, less face, too bad. Too bad. And I got FinchFan87, glad to see you streaming. Hey, thank you very much. Glad to be streaming. Excited to be back. We have abandoned our Rome game. The Rome game, unfortunately, got corrupted when I bought and upgraded the extension, or the expansion, the DLC of Conclave. So I had this whole wonderful, beautiful imperial Roman system going on. All of my kingdoms and most of my duchies were vice royalties. So every time they died, I had the ability to hand them out to somebody new. As soon as I upgraded to Conclave, all of that got undone, and I even switched back to Gavelkind from Primogenitor. And so I was like, you know what? I already have almost the entire world owned by me at this point, and so there's not very little else to do other than like wait for revolts and attack to avoid my like super high threat level issues. And yeah, I mean, basically I had like chunks of India and Tibet left. That was it. And I owned everything else, and the realm was stable. And so I said, you know what? Let's start over. Not only did I get Conclave, but I also got the Republic. So the current plan is to do a run here as the Vikings, and well, as not the Vikings, right? We're in Scandinavia here, but specifically as oh god, I can't pronounce it. Rig Yafilki, and so right now I'm currently King Bujli of Nidaros. So normally what I would have gone for is I would have gone for the Duchy of Vestlandet, but instead I ended up getting Nidaros, and actually before that I got, what did I get, Kola? Or Finnmark, one of the two. Anyway, so I have two ducal titles at the moment, and Kola, Jarldom of Kola, and the Petty Kingdom of Nidaros. So got those here, and waiting to actually form a real kingdom. Unfortunately, it's King of Norway. What I can actually create is the Kingdom of Lapland, so it looks like that is going to be my first title. The reason I'm not going to go for Norway in particular is that the majority of it is owned by Denmark, and Denmark are the sort of 800-pound gorilla nearby here. They've got over 3,000 troops just of their own, not counting their tribal allies. I can only muster, I don't know, 1,500. And my tribal allies hate me. These are the dudes that I conquered as a part of my last subjugation war. And so, for instance, this guy in Hagoland hates me because I conquered him and took his territory. This guy over here hates me because I conquered him and took his territory. He also wants to be on my council. I'm not going to allow that. I could revoke his title, but that would be seen as, a negative by my other vassals. Now, luckily, I don't have that many vassals, so I only have 4 of them, in fact. So if I wanted to, at this moment, this might be a great time to go North Korea and simply just revoke all this territory and hand it to those who are more loyal. Now, the question is, can I revoke? Yeah, see, he looks like he might want to fight me about it. This guy, for instance, has 2 chiefdoms of his own, Candelax and Kola. But for now, at least, as long as they continue to not make problems, I'm thinking that I'm just going to leave things as they are. But we are going for that kingdom title. That way then, upon my death, Gavelkind won't split things up too badly. I have a war focus. I got about 15 here in my martial. I've got this flanking ability. So we're going to focus on that right now. This is just in the sense that I want to be able to raise lots of troops. I also just got the shipbuilding technology. So when it comes to raiding, for instance, I now can build 1 ship. So I can fit 100 troops, and I can fit 100 gold. Or no, 10 gold. There you go. So I forgot that is where it was. Ultimately, I think I will get up to the point where I can do 6 boats. Let's take a look here at my fleet levies. Oh, 15 for my personal domain. So it would be, what, 150 gold? Okay. History is a subject that has always fascinated Unius, but the last few weeks studying the campaigns of Alexander the Great, there are many lessons to be learned from his conquests in the East. I get Martial +1. That's studying military strategy, Martial +1. So I'm up to 16 now in my Martial, and student of strategy. There we go. I'm also lustful. I just got married, and I just had my son. He is a newborn and a sickly infant, but he is not yet my heir for my duchy. That right now, or at least one of my duchies. Yeah, that one is elective. And so right now, my nephew. Okay, so my nephew is currently so he's the one I actually want anyways because he's a genius. But I don't, for Cola, I don't have the option of nominating anyone else. So, oh well, we'll just have to see how this goes. So at this point, we're trying to save up enough cash to form a kingdom. We're trying to avoid war with Denmark because we will lose. Now the flip side is that I could swear allegiance to Denmark, but at the moment, that would reduce or eliminate my ability to form my own kingdom. And that's where I'm trying to get, so that even with Gavelkind, so I'm going to lose one of my duchy titles to, second heir, that kind of stuff, but at the moment at least. Anyways, what are we looking at? So, what I could do, look at Francia. West Francia is doing big things over here. Goddamn Carlings. West Francia. Alright, what are we going to do? So, we have some options to declare war. I already recently declared war on this guy, so I could again, but that would put me in a position where I would be a truce breaker. I could also declare war on this guy. He's one of the few sort of independent dudes left, and I think I might do that. So I have a claim on it. I think I fabricated a claim not too long ago, so I can make it a personal claim. I'm already at my domain limit, and so I would have to give that away to a vassal, either a new vassal that I create, or alternatively one of my existing vassals who maybe that would make them like me a little bit more. And so what's the difference between a personal claim? Pagans and nomads can conquer single border counties without specific reason. Norse pagans can also take any coastal county. Okay, well, there you go. What do I get if I win? I get the chiefdom, I get 100 prestige, 50 piety, and 1% moral authority. And over here I get 100 prestige, and he loses 100 prestige. So this seems like a better deal because I get the piety and the moral authority as well for my Germanic religion. And he does have an ally. So Saskatoon is another sort of one county king, one chief, one county chiefdom down here. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and do war with this guy. Where are we at right now in our troop levels? 16 out of 23, and this guy can come up with 470, and this guy come up with 324. I think we're gonna win this one pretty handily. Now I don't want to drop myself too low, but that is okay. Yeah, this dude is not real happy. It's a seat on the council. Well, you know what? You're not gonna get it. Yeah. All right. Oh well. So yeah, war it is. So we're gonna declare war, and we are going to use this conquest CB because I'm gonna get more out of it, specifically the extra 50 piety. Ding ding. All right. So we're gonna call the allies into war because why not? And tribal allies, personal forces, vassal forces. We're gonna send them here before we cross over. Alright, what else? I have an important decision. I can raise a tribal army. I forgot about that. I don't need that at the moment. Those are the sort of event troops that I can generate if I need to. At this point, I'm trying to gain territory. Oh, there we go. Start of the Viking Age. The centralization of power in Scandinavia, along with a rapid population expansion, has begun to drive its denizens to look beyond the home shores in earnest. New developments in shipbuilding and adventurous spirit and a fearless belief in the gods are now taking Norse seafarers across the seas towards distant lands. They arrive as traders, raiders, and conquerors, and they call themselves Vikings. That's right. That's us. To new shores. Norse County has received shipyards and increased shipbuilding technology. Characters of Germanic religion now get new casus bellis. Nice. Okay, so we have increased shipbuilding capabilities. Let's actually take a look. What kind of ships can I build now? So 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. Okay, so not really making a whole lot of difference here. Let's see, what are my total ship capabilities at the moment? 1 from vassals and none of my own, they say. I say could raise up to 51. Well, maybe when this is done, we'll have to go raiding. Okay, this dude's gonna come to war. My tribal allies are coming to war. I don't think we ultimately need all these guys for this war. Ooh, but did he get Denmark involved in this? Who else is involved in this war here? No, it's just Satakunta. What is up with these guys? Halsingland. Why is he involved in this war? Who's he going to war with? Oh, he's also going after Lancephobia. Oh. So he's trying to take the same territory that I am, and he actually spent the prestige to raise his tribal army. Alright, it looks like he is going to work me. Unless, let's see, what am I have 1,600, and this guy's offering another 360 something. So it's 21, 22, well, 500, 1,600, so 2,100. Yeah, he outnumbers me by a pretty heavy margin. So I think maybe, I mean, this is only a single county. I think maybe this is an opportunity for me to do that. Maybe I am going to raise a tribal army here. Costs a lot. I probably should save that for defense. I might lose this county here, but so be it. Yeah, 3,000. I mean, we'd be able to raise over 3,000 as well. So I mean, we could rival his numbers, but ultimately. All right, and as I'm spending a pleasant moment alone with an attractive cook, the wretched child Gila comes upon us and promptly starts chiding me about morals. I'll catch the brat and give her a good hiding. She likes me less, and we could potentially give her wounded or stressed, and she might gain haughty. Or I could just say it doesn't matter and lose 50 prestige. Well, prestige is the currency up here. It's what we use to build buildings and all kinds of stuff. So I'm tempted to beat the crap out of this little girl. And who is she? Is she related to... See, her mom is my spy master. Okay, she's playful and brooding, so she's... Whatever, I don't care. I'll spend the 50 prestige. Alright. So it looks like this war is about to be over here real soon. And if that's the case... Yeah, I don't think I want to lose all these guys over here. Here's what we're going to do instead. I'm just going to wait for peace. Because that's going to happen real fast here. Siege of the Kemi tribe. Oh, that's these guys up here. Sieging my territory. Now what happened to those other dudes? Did they somehow like go home? What happened here? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It's over. Alright, so now that I'm at peace, I can set these guys to looting. And we're going to start raiding some serious territory here. If we can. So... raise all of our boats. How many do we have here? Let's head for here. I don't have enough. Alright, and more warfare. So right now I have flanking. What is the other one? So we also have Inspiring Leader. This is a nice benefit no matter what the case. We also have Siege Leader. This one is very, very handy. Although Organizer is too. At the moment though, I'm thinking that I suppose for raiding, the Organizer is more important. So I think we're going to stick with that for now. So there's my double combat specialty. And I'm up to 16 now with my Marshal. I don't know if I want to keep it where it is right now. So I can fit 600 troops on here and I can hold 60 gold. So the question is, do we wait for more boats? Where are we at right now? why am my total like vassal levies and ships so low? Oh, not vassals, but why are my own personal domain ships so low? That's what I want to know. Max total is 53. Do I just have to wait longer? Is that what this is? This is ridiculous. Alright, so here's what I will do. I will just separate out the 600 or so troops that I can support, and then we will go from there. So it's got to be under 600. So, where are these guys? That's a vassal troop. What about my own? Liege levy. Okay, so we tried this one already. That's over 600. About these guys here. These guys are 370, and these guys make 635. Nope, that's too much. About this, 568. I think that's about the most that we're going to be able to do. I'm going to drop the rest of these guys down. These guys, I'm going to load on my boats here, and we are going to head for better shores. Let's take a look at what's nearby. Oh yeah, I can get a lot just from England here. We don't have to go very far. So we are going to head... I guess we'll head over here to the Firth of Forth. Time to go a Viking. And while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and throw myself in here. I'm going to put myself on the flank. Actually, while we're at it here, let's just auto-balance, reorganize. No need to. Alright, so instead, I'll put myself on the flank. And who am I going to put in the center? I'm going to put this guy in the center. And then I have sub-commanders here, so I'm going to put Lithold as my sub-commander over there. Alright, so now I've got commanders and sub-commanders. We're on our way to the Firth of Forth. Now, should we go for Durham? Or, yeah, Durham is less protected. York is very well protected, so I think Durham is a good place for us to go. Alright, so we are currently looting. We don't have enough troops to actually sort of fully loot this territory by destroying their holdings, but that is a decent amount of loot right there, I believe, unless we can get more from it. Nope, that is it. So now the question is that already transferred over? It is. Okay, so now let's head for Northumbria. We should be able to get another 20 or so from Northumbria. Oop, never mind. Oh, we're gonna get combated here. Well, hopefully we can get away before too long, or maybe even win. We should have just headed straight for the boats. So he's gonna have enough reinforcements, I believe, but we might be able to win this. As long as this guy can hold the center, he's got good defense. We are in the defense. I've got flanking. So let's hold out for a little bit and see. Now the center is losing strength. And now he's got, oh, I got the wife pregnant. I don't know how I did that while I'm over in England raiding, but hey, fair enough. So he's got flanks on here now. This one's already in retreat, but he's getting flanked from both sides. Yeah, I think it's time for us to run away. Retreat! Alright, so we lost 62, he lost 46. It's actually not terrible. Okay, so let's take a look what else is ripe for raiding. So what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at the county loot indicator. So you can see the little line right here. This represents loot that is protected by a fort. And so that basically then requires enough troops that you can siege the territory down completely. Now, I don't have the capability to do that, right? That is not an option for me. So instead, I'm just getting what I can from the countryside before running back to my ships. And so, my seeress tells me that her efforts in increasing religious fervor has met with great success. A small army of zealots have converged on a Felki tribe, ready to serve me. It's Rigifilki. Attack some suitable infidel, for my new recruits wander off in disgust. Well, these 400 guys, Germanic zealots, as much as I would like to then go to war with somebody who is not Germanic, I don't think I have it in me right now, honestly. This guy is Slavic, so I don't know if that actually counts. I suppose I could go after, like, Kent. What is his troop levels? He only has 375. And I can't declare war on him because he has an army of levies. So I could go on, like, southern England or something down here. It would just be hard for me to support from that far away. Well, let's finish looting, and then I'll see if we might go after Kent. Oh, he's got troops there already. I guess time to leave. Lost some guys there, okay. And, oh, because he's already got a war going on. I suppose that makes sense. Who else has some good loot? And now we can travel up rivers, so that's the other thing. Let's head up to Mainz and see what we can find up here. This is one of my favorite parts about being Germanic. Alright. My friend is friend with my friend. I gained some prestige for that, so excellent news. I received word that the Chancellor was trying to agitate the nobles. Uh-oh. Oops. So I managed to piss off the Danes. Yeah, we are now at -15. So let's move the Chancellor. Let's put him on a mission to improve diplomatic relations. So again, at some point here, I will have to fight Denmark. But at the moment, at least... okay, is this not lootable? Why are we not looting here? Max loot, possible loot, 15. Okay, so these guys are looting. But he's got troops up now. They're going the wrong direction. So... do we wait and loot a little bit longer? More Alexander the Great, and I get a stewardship for that as well. Okay, I think it's time for us to head home with our loot. And then we're going to actually stage an invasion of parts of Mercia here. So there's a Mercian revolt. And I think what we'll do is we'll attack this little chunk of Mercia over here. What kind of progress? Oh, they're at 48% already. No, I'll go after Kent still. Alright, and I have an open council position. My steward has died. Alright, well, what do we have for steward? An 11 for this guy. That'll make him happy. So 11 is not great, but that'll actually make him happy because he'll no longer be pissed off about not being on the council. Do I have a position for him here? I can make him herdman. No, he's probably already herdman. Alright, what about these? I got a couple bastards in here. They are good for... I don't know. But they really hate me a lot. These are my rivals. Oh, that's why. Oh, you know what? I should duel my rivals. That's what I should do. But it's one of my commanders. They're both my commanders. I probably shouldn't duel them. Yeah. I wonder if I could duel this guy. Can I duel him? I cannot. So, and he is a powerful vassal. He is on my council. Hey, we got a new follower. Who is that? Coffee Anon. Thank you very much. Oh, hosting. Hey, thanks for the host. I really appreciate it. All right, so we are playing some CK2 here. Viking raiders, hopefully to transform ourselves into a merchant republic. So we got 17 gold and 17 prestige as well. Let's set these guys apart from... oh, actually, these guys here we're going to disband. And the reason is that I'm going to declare war. So I want to declare war on the Mercian revolt here. But I'm concerned that they are going to win their war before things are over. But let's go ahead and try this. I'm going to go for this coastal county here. And we do have a follow from Kofi Annan. So, Coffee Annan. In any case, thank you very much for the follow. Vikings are your favorite, or the favorite. Yeah, dude, I have not had a chance to really play with the Vikings much. I had one game that I was able to reform the Viking faith. This was one that I just played privately, and then went on a crusade for Scotland. This was in an 800 start, 9th century start. At which point, then the Pope called a crusade and took the whole damn thing back from me. So, anyways, worked out in his favor, not mine, and I eventually abandoned it after that. Anyways, so we could go for Lindsay, right? So Lindsay is right here. It's coastal, so we have the opportunity to go for Lindsay. If we can get it before their revolution is over, it will be huge in our favor. And it looks like I broke a tie. 3 of my vassals support it, 3 do not. So we're going to make war on Lindsay here. And I'm going to go ahead and ask my allies if they want to join. I'm going to go ahead and raise all of my troops. Oh, but I can't get all of them over to Lindsay, or I'm going to have to make multiple trips. And vassal troops, we're going to get everybody down here. And then while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and raise all of our levies as well. Or, excuse me, our boats as well. Looks like we have 7, so I can fit 700 guys at a time. Alright, you 22. I suppose we'll march you down here too, seeing as how we're going to have to make multiple trips. Alright, so let's see here. Can't wait till I can get more damn boats. That will be so nice. Let's see here. Oh, look, I can fit 1,000. I didn't realize I had that many boats. Nice. Nice. Yeah, see, this doesn't add up here. Not sure why that doesn't seem to be updating properly, but it is what it is. Okay. So we have 10 boats. And I have 660. We're going to load those 660 on the boat. These 431. Do I have the ability to siphon a few of those off? I do. And you guys are going to get on the boat. And so these 900, we're going to drop them off first in Lindsay. So we're going to head down to the wash. I need to get the boats. Head down to the wash, across the North Sea, drop these guys off in Lindsay. Hey, I had a daughter. Awesome, I'll take all the daughters I can. I'm going to go ahead and give her the duty focus. So this is my first game playing with Conclave. If anybody has any input for me on what to do with my daughters outside of the duty focus, I would be happy to hear it. At the moment, at least, that is so far what I've done with all daughters up till this point. These guys are okay on their way. So deliver the troops to Lindsay. And hop off board, guys, and then we'll send the boats back for another trip. Oof, we are outnumbered. Alright, we better hope that this second load gets over here before too long. Oh yeah, what are we going to put over here for commanders? Let's go ahead and throw myself over here as a commander. Molmir, I suppose we'll put in the center, that's fine. And we'll put Litold over here as well. Alright, so again, our numbers are not high enough. Alright, we're going to group these guys up and we're going to separate out the smallest group. Let's see, this liege levy and that liege levy, and these guys we'll put back here. We're still about over by about 58. So I think these zealots, yeah, so, okay. Yeah, stupid troops here. Alright, and let's see here. So these 925 are going to load up, and you guys are going to head over to the wash. And you guys can group up. You'll be on load number 3. Hopefully with this combined force here. Now the question is, do I attack the revolt troops? Let's see, who's winning the war? That's sort of the next big question. So first of all, where are we at? 55% in favor of the Mercian revolt. So if the Mercian revolt is winning, we actually have a benefit from attacking their troops. And the reason being that makes them less likely to win their war before we're able to take Lindsay from them. So I'm going to wait for the rest of my reinforcements, and then we are going to go after the Mercian revolt. I don't want them to get too powerful here, but I want to wait for my full force to show up before I do anything drastic. When I have more allies that I can call in, it appears. Alright, so we're going to do that. Alright, and then we have another 500 here that are going to get on our boat shortly. There they are. So using V as our hotkey, and we'll head down to the wash. The holy warriors, attracted to fight for Frey, become disillusioned by my ungodly refusal to fight a holy war and wandered off, damaging my piety. Shoot, what happened to patience? Lost my event spawn troops, so I lost about 400 or so troops, 400. So I'm down to almost the same levels here. Now, where's the war with Mercia at? 63% in favor of the Mercian revolt. So it looks like they've got troops in here doing some stuff. I don't know where they went, but hopefully the other reinforcements we have coming come soon, and that should put us a little over 2,000. Alright, looks like we were able to siege our first territory, or our first holding there, down pretty well. So we are currently positive 11%. King of Nidro, I inherited the chiefdom of Heligoland and other titles. Nice! So one of my powerful, crappy vassals has died and left everything to me. That is awesome. How many troops do we have here? We have another 500 and something troops, and we have another 6 boats. So that is excellent. I have another steward position opening up. So this dude would be he would love to be on my council, and he would be a big supporter. So he unfortunately doesn't have a great skill number, but he's the best of what I've got right now. I don't have to spend any money to do anything extra. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to have him build the legend here. Now the question remains, what do we do in this commander slot since we lost that guy? Now this is a place where I might try to hit the meat market here. So the meat market, and we are going to hit men in my religion group who are not already a leader somehow. And we're going to look at the top spots here. So I got a couple guys. This Marshal of Munster here has a really high score. We could definitely use him, and he don't even have to pay him any money. So I'm going to invite him to my court. Anybody else willing to come for no money? Nope, not that I can see. But that is okay. Get this guy from Ghana. Some religious differences there. And the next Germanic guy down is Gavert, who's like almost 60, and so probably unlikely to spend money on him, and he's gonna die soon. So, what about this dude? Can I invite him? Where's he? He's dead? Why does he show up on the list then if he's dead? Seriously. Is there like a not dead setting that I have to worry about too? Unbelievable. Alright, who else in the list? So let's go to my religion just for role-playing purposes, and also to keep these guys from being too pissy. So this dude here is an option. Yeah, why is that guy on the list if he's dead? Dead since the 1st of January of 1. I don't understand why that is even an option on my list then. I'm tempted to bribe this other guy since I need another good general in here. But yeah, he's in his late 50s. He's probably gonna die soon. That's okay. Let's do it. We have the cash right now. So about 2 new generals coming to court here, and I got more reinforcements on the way. These boats, we're gonna send these guys home. And whoa, sorry, sleep corner. I keep forgetting that my display sleep corner is in the bottom left there. Okay, so these 1900 guys. So we need to make sure this war here for Mercia doesn't end too soon. They're at 63%. So as much as I want to continue to siege this territory, I also think I might want to head to Leicester and siege down the territories that he's taken. I'm just worried about getting stuck in a place where it's not easy to withdraw. But I don't want the war to be over too soon. So I'm going to head here. Okay, so this guy's going to come to my court. I'm actually going to make him... make him my marshal? I think I'm gonna make him my marshal. Yeah, he is a glory hound. I'm gonna make him my marshal. And what else? Minor titles. So we have this guy at 14 as a commander already. And we're about to get another badass as a commander. There he is. Okay, so we got Siege Badass, and then actually I'm going to put Winter Soldier and Plains Badass in for the other Badass. So, and then we're in a Siege mode right now. I'm going to put Siege Guy in here, and instead of Litold, I'm going to put We Do Kind in here, my Marshal, and then I'm going to be in here too. And we're going to siege this territory down here and see if we can change the war score a little bit. Got another 100 troops on their way up here, huh? How close are they? About halfway there. Okay, so just wait that one out. I'll zoom out a little bit. So hopefully the siege goes nice and fast, but it should lower the Mercian war score. Whoa! Those guys cannot do that. I always forget I have those dudes selected. Down, 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 down. Boom. So we lost 125 men in that siege, but how much did it change the war score here? So they, instead of at 60-something, are at 54% in favor of the Mercian revolt. So that's good. Should we siege one more, or should we head back to Lindsay? I do a lot of faith on my daughters, but duty is always good. Have to find someone young. Finch fan. Yeah, young generals are where it's at, because of course, you know, if I spend my 15 hard-earned gold to get this guy over here to my territory, and then he dies like a year later, then, you know, how does that help me? And I lost another advisor, my court chaplain, or my seer, I guess you should say. So I've got some dudes here. So this guy is likely council position. Looks like zealot. So it looks like he's likely a zealot. And he's a herdman and everything else. Okay, the other thing I can do is I can again hit the meat market here, and I can look for somebody in my faith group who would be willing to join for only a small amount of money. Now, can I have a woman as my seer? I believe that I can. So I'm going to say any. And yeah, it's still 17. It's still going to cost me money to get him over here. Unless it's Asa, who's the chiefess of... Oh, she's already a chiefess. So, not a ruler. Why is she still... Oh, she's not technically a ruler. She's just married to a ruler. Okay. Well, I could bribe one of these old people here. This dude's 51 for a 17. But honestly, at this point, I don't see a lot of import with my seer. So, it's not like I'm trying to convert everybody to Germanic yet. What I am going to do is I'm going to build some zeal over here. These boats can go home. And we have our 100 guys up here, our reinforcements. We do. So we're going to load them up. We got about almost 600 men overall for reinforcements. We're going to send them down to the wash. And there we go. And our siege here should be over soon. And then we'll head back to Lindsay, and we will continue to siege Lindsay. There we go, and we didn't lose any men. We left 7 behind as a garrison, but that is okay. Alright, so that's me. Alright, so I have the sort of main thing there, but we're going to head back to Lindsay, and we're going to retake Lindsay. Let's group these guys up together. Not that I'm not about to group them together already anyways, but there you go. And again, our boats have no need to exist until such time as we're going to rescue these guys and bring them home. But if hopefully the war ends in our favor, I won't necessarily have to rescue them. They'll be able to disband right over here. So Lincoln is now sieged in our favor. We have the city left. What city is this? Boston. All right, Boston. Park the car in the yard. Siege of Boston. All right, so my general, my chancellor here, I need to teach him something of war. What should I teach him? I'm going to teach him rapid movement. He wants to get married, huh? Do I have any single girls to marry him to? I do not. Except for underage ones, which, you know, historically accurate maybe, but ultimately, you know, not so good. All right, what is the war score with these guys? Make sure we're 44%. Good, so they're still ahead. I'm going to head for Derby. There you go. He gratefully accepted my lessons in the art of war. With more generals like me, how can we lose? All right. Okay, so we outstripped their troops by about 1,000. So we should be in pretty good shape here. Looks like his war is going to take its time. And so hopefully we'll be able to win our war and have our first little colony over here in the British Isles. I think will work out well for us. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so our siege of Derby is going our way. And we're now, okay, on the city of Chesterfield. And now the bishopric of Burton. Stupid Catholic bishops. You're going down, suckers. Alright, every morning, especially when the weather is as splendid as it is today, you like to go out to your balcony, lean against the railing, and take a deep breath of fresh air. The view from up here is spectacular. Oh no. I think I'm about to die. I think I'm about to be murdered. This sounds suspiciously like the kind of murder plots that I have engaged in the past. The people below look like ants. As you lean forward in the railing, you suddenly hear the sound of splintering wood as it gives way completely and you tumble over the edge. While plummeting towards the ground, you spend your last moments reflecting on the gravity of the situation. Pyra had someone sabotaging that railing. My sister had me killed. Wow. And I can have my sister locked up in jail because I'm technically not dead yet, even though I am already dead. Let's see, so my heir is my nephew, so I get to be taken over by the genius kid. But what are we going to lose on inheritance? We lose a bunch of chiefdoms and one of my jarldoms. So I lose 1, 2, 3, 4 territories, all in the north, plus Kola, and I think those are going to go to Carl. Who's Carl? So my son. Okay, so my son gets the stuff up there in Kola, and I get the other stuff down here in Nidaros. And now I am going to be succeeded by a genius. So, could be worse. A genius who's fussy, it looks like. Great. So the fussy genius. Boom. Dead. King Boozley feasts in Valhalla at age 21. He was murdered on the orders of godly Hauker of Lund. While known to be prone to carnal sins, he was often unfaithful to his wife. I wasn't really, though. I was just lustful. A wicked man, he will surely pay for his sins in the afterlife. So, anyways, lost a bunch of stuff to my cousin. And King Hroedegar, merely 7 years old, the realm was left in the capable hands of your regent council. Long live the king, so be it. And I have a regent, and the siege of Burton is over, and I have a new heir. Alright, let's take a look at things. So, I am the fussy genius. I am 7 years old. I need to pick a focus. Once again, I think that war is an important part of raising enough troops, so I think I will focus on struggle. Yes, he just enjoyed some booty. Nothing wrong with that. Well, I mean, I don't remember him enjoying that much booty. It's not like he had any bastard kids or anything. He only had one son. I don't remember being especially, lustful about stuff. So, in terms of my childhood focus, okay, I'm tempted to go for struggle or pride, but I'm thinking struggle is probably makes the most sense. I mean, because again, we want a high combat score so we can raise more troops, because this, it's really all about warfare at this point. So I think I'm going to focus on struggle, and yep, we'll do that. All right, what else? We have open council positions, so I need to set a chancellor. I'm going to pick this guy. Excellent. We need a marshal. My strongest 23 is Woodkind. That guy. Steward. Who's my number 1 steward? This dude. It would be a supporter. And for spymaster, she's got a 21. She doesn't like me much because of my short reign and the fact that she's envious, but that is okay with me. Alright, so same deal. I'm going to have her study some technology down here. This guy is going to build my legend. This guy is going to train troops. I actually don't need him commanding, or do I need him commanding troops right now? Shoot, I probably should have left him commanding troops. And you are going to improve relations with Denmark so that we don't get killed off by the Danes. I also have a discontent council. Looks like, honestly, I only have one person who is discontent on the council. But that's still, sort of one person too many. Marksminder, let's see. This guy, my marshal, I'm going to make him. Court tutor. So, Rose or my aunt? The Kinslayer. Yeah. She sucks, man. I can't believe she had me killed. What the hell? I'm going to put it up with Rose, who's my uncle's, my previous guy's wife, I believe, is who Rose was. Alright, so this is done being sieged. We're going to go kill off these guys here, the Mercians, who are currently sieging our existing territories. We're at 84%. It looks like this battle is going to go in our favor, not that that helps our war score at all. And now we're at 87%. So now, your marshal has put forward a plan to for experimentation with new military technology inspired by a supposedly brilliant inventor and engineer that has recently befriended. All that it's needs is a little funding. 30 gold. Sure, yeah, let's do it. I can afford 30 gold at the moment. I mean, like, not really, but okay. So we've got Gevert. I'm going to put Arnie in here, and we'll go ahead and put Litold in here. Not that these guys are all fabulous commanders, but it's better than having no commanders at all. And the minus I get is from a river crossing penalty. So the question is there a place where I will not get a river crossing penalty? Let's take a look here. York and Leicester. So actually, I'm going to head down to Warwick first, and then up to Derby. So there's Warwick. Looks like Northampton went independent. Battle of Stafford went our way. It was only 4 guys after all. A very small army. And we outnumber them by over 1,000 men, so this should easily go our way. They don't even have a commander at all on that third flank, so that left flank that I was so worried about Litold commanding, looks like it's going to work out fine because they don't even have anybody on that flank. They got this is their like leader here in the center. This dude has some serious skills, but he is outnumbered, you know, roughly 2 to 1. And it looks like he's being flanked from both sides here, so I think we're in real good shape. We got this. All right, we killed 271 of his men. We only lost 57, so we are now at 100%, and Lindsay is ours. Ta-da! Boom. So we're going to head for Lincoln and disband these guys. Okay, so Kola has now gone independent. And that was what I was afraid might happen. That's my cousin, I believe, who's now... Due to enemy presence in our homelands. What enemy presence is there in our homelands? Due to not being in a friendly port? Oh, they're from Trondish? Where's Trond? Well, okay. What's up with the enemy homelands penalty thing? Who's in our homelands? Are we being sieged by anyone? Trondish fleet. Nordland, Halagoland. Oh yeah, these guys from up here. That's fine, they're not ours anyways. 2.8 of 6. And these guys, same thing, are they... Who's the enemy presence in the homeland? I don't understand. I mean, we don't have all those guys anymore. They're not our territories, but oh well. Okay, so I believe I'm still a duke. Yep, so I still have the petty kingdom of Nidaros. So I can actually create a vassal. And I have the city of... Oh, so I actually got these two. So I'm going to create 2 new vassals. So, or should I keep the city for the point in which I switch over to being a merchant republic? Probably I'm going to want to switch that over. I also get a penalty for Gainsborough being the wrong type as well. So I'll probably set myself up with a feudal vassal over here. I think that is what makes sense. But let's take a look here. All new rulers get that. Oh, that's right, because I'm new. That's right. Yeah, short reign penalty. It's pretty bad now. It's like -22 or something horrible like that. Okay. So, Lincoln. What do we do with Lincoln? Yeah, so I'm just going to raise up some new vassals, create a new city vassal, create a new bishopric vassal, and I will then find someone really smart and powerful. So we're going to search the realm. Who likes me the most? My steward, my chancellor, or that guy, or Arnie? Arnie, my commander. He's going to want a seat on the council. Do I give it to somebody who already has a seat on the council? So, Woodekind, since he's an adventurer, maybe when he runs off to go adventure, I'll be able to gain all that territory. So I'm tempted to give it to this guy. So I'm going to give you the chiefdom of Lincoln. Everybody okay with that in the council? Yeah? Boom. So now, is he actually a chief? I guess he's a chief. Does he have some sort of penalty? He likes me a lot now. Personal diplomacy. Granted a county. There you go. And he's got a claim on the Kingdom of Saxony. So ultimately, he might go take Saxony from East Francia. Oh, look, Francia split up. Oh, it's actually not bad chunks. The border gore over here is really not too bad. I was surprised. I thought for sure that this Carling, self-destruction would look a lot worse, but it actually is not bad at all. Alright, so what is the total troops that I'm able to come up with here? Almost 2,000. I kind of want to go subjugate this guy right away. Was he my cousin? Yeah, so this is the son of my previous character. but I'm a genius. I really just want to get all this territory back, so I'm thinking that I might go ahead and just subjugate him. Now, this would be theoretically the only subjugation opportunity that I have here, but I'm tempted to just go with it. I think I'm okay with it. I could claim Kola personally, the duchy itself. Um, you know what? That actually might be a better option because I have a claim on Kola. It is a... Well, he's got a claim on me anyway, so yeah, I think this makes sense. I'm just going to get this taken care of right away because he theoretically could attack me while I'm a minor, and because... But it actually doesn't matter because it's a strong claim. So I think... Excuse me. I think we'll be able to wipe this up here pretty soon. So let's do it. Let's do it. All right, boom. Time for war. All right. It will be war. So raising up my 1,600 troops and the other 6 that I get from my vassals. I know it's a really, really big deal. But these 1,600, we're gonna bring them here, and we're gonna head for this little chunk of Kola first, and we'll go from there. You gonna come at me in the mountains here? Let's go, dude. Got a good defense guy in here. Plains. So anybody else? Brawny, personal combat, siege. Yeah, well, you outnumber me, but I get the mountain defense, so we'll see if that helps at all. And it is December, so I'm going to put my winter soldier in there. The armed chariot. You receive a report from the outcome of the military experiments that your marshal asked you to sponsor. Apparently, a large steel-plated chariot was constructed, propelled by 10 men inside, pulling it forward, directed by a commander peering out from a revolving turret mounted on top. This vehicle also has several ballistas firing through arrow slits. Though ending up being too slow and expensive for actual wartime employment, it still provided some valuable lessons. Glad something came out of it. Gained 50 military tech points. Well, how wonderful. Where are we with tech, by the way? Let's take a look here. So our shipbuilding is upgraded, and a lot of our army is made of light infantry, so I'm actually going to upgrade our light infantry. Alright, and what else do we have? We have cultural upgrade possibilities here. Let's see. Popular, noble, or religious customs, or majesty. Majesty increases my piety and prestige gain. Tolerance, or do we wait for more legalism? Church, improve keeps, trade practices, construction. Yeah, I don't know how that affects tribal stuff. I'm tempted to kind of just leave those as is until we have other upgrade options available, unless I hear otherwise from the chat. Unblobbed. Yeah, so we lost that big West Francian blob. And we now have East Francia split in half, and we have Middle Francia reappearing in the middle here. The Umayyads have taken the vast majority of Spain, except for this little blob of West Francia down here that appears to be ruled by King Ramnulf Carling. He's got a lot of claims over here. And the Empire of Francia, well, it apparently doesn't exist. Bavaria is also an independent kingdom. Bohemia is still pagan. Pomerania is up here and pagan. Anyway, so it's a dynamic map. It doesn't hew perfectly to what we oftentimes see happen there, which is massive border core. All right, so it looks like we're gonna dominate this one. We're already ahead, even though I outnumbers me in troops. We have a mountain advantage, and on top of that, we have our winter soldiers. So suck it. We killed 38 of his men, and we only lost 8. So Yamtaland is our first target. We're gonna go ahead and siege down that tribe in Yamtaland. And there was a baby born. Alright, hooray for babies. You guys are going to head to Holigaland. And 3, 2, 1. I guess we're not going to assault that. We're just going to wait. These 900. Ooh, and we had the attack of... Yeah, the attack of... what are the Gavelkind? There we go. So it looks like Denmark was split up. Or was that some sort of independence movement? Yeah, it looks like an independence movement. Skuldung. Oh, no, it was not. It was Gavelkind. Okay. So we have 2 kingdoms. Oh, so he must have created the Kingdom of Sweden. So this is Sweden and Denmark are now their own kingdoms. God, I gotta get on this Lapland and or Norway game here. We got some tech from Friesland. That's pretty good. Let's see here. What are they up to? 175 on cultural. I'm tempted to go Majesty, but I also think I might want to wait for legalism because that opens up a lot more ideas for me. We have a marriage proposal. So my Count Tutor, who was married, yeah, my previous wife, the King of Sweden wants to marry her. Well, man, I don't know that I want to do that, dude. She's got some great stats. I think I'm gonna decline that actually. Sorry, homie. I mean, it's not like I get a non-aggression pact or something out of it, so what's the advantage for me, really? I'd rather keep her around to be my tutor. Alright, so these guys are done. We're gonna head up here to, what is that, Finnmark? No, Nordland, and then after that comes Finnmark. And then we go from there. Stake my personal claim on this duchy. Oh, do I have a fast mover guy in here? Did he die? Is that what happened? Oh, he's probably busy. Is that this guy, my chancellor? Yeah, so I'm gonna take him, or is he still busy making friends with the King of Denmark? He is indeed busy making friends with the King of Denmark, who, damn, look at this. Is he no longer tribal? No, he's still tribal, but that is a lot of army strength. Oh, he also has event spawn troops. So I don't know where his event spawn troops came from, but that makes up a significant portion of his army there. So something for me to keep an eye on. That's definitely why I'm keeping my Chancellor down there, to keep him off my back. I probably also have to worry about Sweden at this point, but I'm not too worried about it at this point. But yeah, so we're gonna retake Kola as part of our petty kingdom here. We're currently about 46%. Looks like my father died, bedridden and infirm. My mother looks like she's gonna do her own thing, probably banging a bunch of chicks because she's gay and lustful. So good for her. I hope she has a lot of fun with that. I would love to, you know, matrilineally marry her to somebody. But yeah, my father, the genius, is gone. And none of my brothers are geniuses, so I gotta hope to grow up and marry a genius chick myself. In fact, let's actually take a look at this. Are there any geniuses? There are not any geniuses available to me right now, so I need to go ahead and stay on that and be checking that regularly and betroth myself immediately to any genius options that show up in the marriage. Wow, 96, that one we can assault. Okay, time to head down here. And we will go ahead very soon here and finish up with Kola. Alright, climb the tallest watchtower. We get rowdy. Alright, let's do it. I am not afraid. Oh, we have a 50-50 chance of slipping while climbing or going up and down like a squirrel. So what happened? There you go, just like a squirrel. Gain 30 prestige. Awesome. So I am a climber, and I am, what is it, rowdy? I think it was rowdy, yeah. Alright, so this is the capital, the tribal capital here. His 118 guys to my 1500. Looks like we are sieging this down relatively quickly here. Your mission has been a success. King Haraldr of Denmark seems to like us. That's excellent. Alright, that one is done. We are at 89%. We're going to siege this one down here. That's Candelax. Candelax. Ooh, we got some troops showing up here in our territories. That is not so great. Hopefully we can siege Candelax before he gets over here to siege my territory down. Friesland, stolen tech from Friesland again. Excellent. What do we get this time? Looks like maybe we got some economy stuff here. That's good. And by the way, the reason that I went with trade practices last time is that I know the direction I'm going is towards a merchant republic. So I want to try and front load that as much as possible. Alright, military tech. I think the next place I'm going to go is probably towards siege equipment, and I can afford to do that now, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, and then yeah, I'm going to wait for legalism on the cultural side. Alright, so we are into May. The ice and snow are finally receding. This guy's heading north, probably to take back a lot of these tribal territories, but it doesn't matter because we are already at 100. I will offer peace. I will stake my claim, and Kola now belongs to me. Jomtland now belongs to him. That is fine. He is out of money, and he hates me. Declared war, defeated him, usurped his title, and he's a title claimant. But he's my cousin, so what are you going to do? Perhaps he will die before he gets old enough, and then I will have his territory. That would be just fine. I'm going to send my guys home. So Yamtalin, he keeps this little chunk right here, but I get these two up here. And can I now found the kingdom? Or is Yamtalin separate? Oh, they're independent. I would have to subjugate him, I believe. I don't have the option. Yeah, okay. So I actually don't get all that territory, so I don't have a claim on any kingdom at this point. Well, that is a bummer. I got 2 more territories and a vassal. This vassal hates me and is pissed. Can I revoke his title? Both of his titles? No, my council will not support it. Going against the will of the council will be viewed as an act of tyranny. Does he want to be on the council? 9 here for learning, 7 for... Yeah, he just doesn't... There's no good spot for him, dude. All the rest of my advisors are much better than he is. My spy master doesn't like me much, but I will send her a gift. Hopefully she'll start to like me more. And this guy is my powerful vassal who's on the council already, so that's fine. Alright, so I guess subjugation was a better choice. And these guys are exchanging favors. I'm still not entirely sure how the favors system works. So I know that I can buy a favor. Costs a lot though, and then I can call that in at a later date. Not sure the details of that though. And I have some prisoners, look at that. So I'm going to save my Christians for the Great Blot, although they're just kids, so maybe I can sell them back because they probably have more money. Yeah, that guy's got plenty of cash there. And I will sell her back as well. She's only worth 10 though. 26 for that one, so definitely gonna sell that one back here. There you go. And who else? That one. Okay. This one's only worth 10, but that's fine. What about this kid here? 26. I will take all of this ransom gold. Are you kidding me? It's even better than looting. Alright, not really, but that's alright. I'll take it anyways. There we go. And threats. This dude here is showing up as a threat. He likes me, though. It's just my short reign and wrong government type because he's feudal. Right? Because he owns a castle. He's out of money, too. Okay, well, at least he's making money. He's in the positive. So, okay, what are my choices here? I can't attack Yamtalin again. I could technically attack Denmark, but I'm not going to. Oh, he lost all his event spawn troops, or most of them. So he's actually down to pretty low strength here. I wonder, how many more territories do I need out of Norway to actually become King of Norway? So let's see, what do I currently have now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used to have 6. So I have 5. I think there's like 19, so I would need 5 more. I don't think I can take 5 from him all at once. So I can claim Vesterbotten, which is this one up here, because one of my dudes, somebody has a claim on it. Actually, he's not landed, so that wouldn't work out. Or I could just go for full-scale subjugation, and I could just take all of Denmark, which would give me enough to create my kingdom here. Now, would I become King of Denmark? I believe I would. I would become King of Denmark. Now, the question is, could I actually win this war? So, again, he only had his troop levels are actually pretty low right now. So he can only field about 1,000 troops. But he doesn't have enough prestige in order to bring in his tribal guys. This is really up for debate. This is a tough one. Looks like he's at war right now already. He's at war with Pictland. And he is losing. So maybe I should wait until he loses already, because he's getting fought against. There's a bunch of these dudes that are on his side, and there's a bunch of the dudes that are on the King of Pictland's side. So he's in a major war for Picklin at the moment, and he's losing it. So the question is, do we wait until he loses all the way, or do we attack him now while he's still fighting in Picklin and his forces are split? Interested to hear from the chat here. So we have a rare opportunity, I believe, to go for a subjugation on Denmark. Denmark used to also own all of Sweden and the area around it, but they are currently, well, first of all, they split a lot of that territory apart in a Gavelkind succession when his father, the King of Denmark, died. And so what happened, for whatever reason, is that the King of Sweden was created at that time. I'm not sure who created it. So what, in fact, is the history to this? So it was actually created by this guy. He must have had enough money and prestige to do that. Right now he has negative prestige and only 15 gold ducats, so he's in pretty piss poor shape as well. And only has 278 troops. Wow, that is not great. Who is he at war with? Nobody. So actually, maybe I should try for subjugation on Sweden right now. And then I can become King of Sweden. And then maybe after that I could go for Denmark. Can you ally with Sweden? Oh, he's lame. He is lame. He's totally lame. But this might be then a good opportunity to conquer him. And then once I'm King of Sweden, I can use that to go after Denmark. Because with all that combined, I might have enough to actually form the Empire of Scandinavia. Now the question is, am I going to have enough money for that? And the answer is no, definitely not have enough money for that. But it is, I believe, a rare opportunity to gain enough territory here to potentially avoid the pitfalls of Gavelkind. So Kofi Annan, which I love because of the the politics reference there, but Kofi Annan or potentially Finch fan or whoever else is in the chat, interested to hear from you. And I know there are at least 5 of you in there about where we should go next. Sweden looks like the obvious choice because they have so few troops, only 278. They have no prestige, so they can't raise any sort of prestige tribal armies. I think that's a really, really great opportunity for us there. What do y'all think? Loot for the money, go for Sweden. Go for Sweden. All right, here it is. So I'm going to go, and this is the only subjugation I'm going to get. So Denmark, so I won't be able to go for Denmark. I believe, right? Unless I choose, no, yeah, this is the only subjugation I get in my lifetime. Unless I have a become king ambition, although once I become King of Sweden, I don't think I'll have the ambition option for that. Yeah, so I think this would make me King of Sweden. Don't blame you if it goes wrong. That's it, Kofi Annan. It's all going to be your fault. The council is all for it. So I have the support of the council, but this looks like my easiest way to a kingdom title at this point, which is what I need in order to keep everything together through the end, or through Gavelkind. So I think this is what I'm looking at here. And I'm threatening just slightly over 5%. But I think, becoming King of Sweden through war at the age of 9 is probably a great way to go. The question, before I do anything else, do I want to hire any new commanders? So I actually have 4 commander slots, one of whom is this guy with the fast mover. The rest of these guys are just kind of like blah. Actually, I'm going to put Majmir in there. Let's see here. And this guy at a 6. I could probably use another commander, but these 3 here at 14, 14, and 18 is probably enough to get me by. So okay, here we go. We're going to try to be the King of Sweden. We're going to go for subjugation. King of Sweden. Alright, we're going to raise these guys and these guys, call in my tribal allies. And we are going to take all of these dudes, and we are going to send them here to the capital. And then from there, we're going to head to Sweden. These guys down here, they don't have any boats, but there's only 36 of them, so I'm tempted to just send them home. He's building a new castle. You're going to get powerful, my friend. But I'm okay with that, because again, if you decide to go adventuring and you're able to take over Saxony on your own, look at this, they even have Holsteins. So yeah, I think there's a lot of good opportunities for me over here. And if I don't win, or even if I do, and this is the only subjugation, looks like I have a defensive pact formed. Who's this dude? This idiot over here, this Sumanesco guy, doesn't like me much, so formed a defensive pact. What is my threat level at? 5.2%. Each religious group, and they disbanded it, so now I'm below 5%. Okay. So as long as I'm not murdered, you know, I think I should be in pretty good shape here. Let's take a look. And once again, I don't have enough prestige to raise up my sort of army of tribal, you know, special event troops. Oh, that's probably where all the Denmark extra troops came from, is that sort of tribal option. So I'm at 1600. We're just gonna, let's march for Dal. I'm gonna put, who's my strongest? I'm gonna put Geveret in the middle. Mojmir is fine over there, and Arnie is over here. And we got our winter soldier. This is such a big help. Now, unfortunately, it looks like he's got allies. He's got a couple people that joined in. So this is one of his Jarls. Okay, so that's one of his vassals. And who else? Another one of his vassals. Okay. West Geatish. Who are the... Oh, okay. That's those guys. So all those guys combined, I don't know what kind of troop levels that's going to be, but we're going to find out shortly. We're going to siege down Dal, and then we're going to go for Vestergotland, and then we're going to go from there. Alright, Vestergotland. It's too bad that each of these counties is only worth, like, you know, 4%, but that's alright. Take it bit by bit. And our first tribal territory here is down. I don't see any troops threatening any of my territories here, so that's good. Alright, let's see. Get down the bishopric, or whatever this is, the temple. So get the temple down. So he's trying to siege that stuff back. I'm going to wipe these guys out. So, oh, he's running away now. Stupid little rat bastard. Alright. Can I catch him here? I can catch him there. Yeah. Die and die. We lost one man. Why you gotta die and ruin my perfect record? Okay. So gain a little bit in the war score. That's good. I think we should head all the way for the capital, Östergötland. And then the decision, too, if I take Sweden, is going to be, do I move my capital or not? Because I think there are territories out here that offer a lot more. So like Uppland, for instance, is part of a duchy that has 4 different territories in it. That has 6 territories for itself. I don't know. I think I remember seeing in a guide somewhere that Uppland is... yeah, that one guy tripped. He tripped and fell on his sword. Poor guy. And you're still making friends with the King of Denmark, even though I'm off taking land from your brother. I hope you don't mind too much about that. Doesn't seem to. I mean, I guess a lot of these Viking guys were not, you know, all that concerned about their brothers. They kind of murdered them all, you know, for their own purposes a lot of the time. So I guess that's okay. Wow, we just have no opposition here. We're going to kill these guys off here. Lost 7. I guess 7 guys fell on their own swords. Who did I lose? My steward. I need a new steward. We have Captain Pissy Pants over here. Or we have this dude who's a chief. He wants to be on the council. What's he all mad about? Foreigner, title claimant, wants a seat on the council. Foreign conqueror, short reign, desires the earldom of Kola, religious differences. Yeah, he's just gonna fight me at every freaking step. So why don't I bring in somebody from the outside? Let's hit up the meat market here. We're gonna hit filter 0, this men from my religion group, and we're gonna see who's at the top here. So it looks like Lithold is my literal #1 guy here. Wow. Oh, that's just in the realm. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's try this again. Commander of Rostov is willing to come over, and he's got an 18. Now, he's constantly going to be pissed at me because he's the wrong religion. So let's say actual my religion, not just my religion group. We have the commander of Ostisland at a 17. He's 57, but This guy's 41 and a genius for the extra 3 points. I think I like this guy. Send a gift and invite him to court. There we go. Alright, so we managed to kill those guys off. Let's siege this tribe down. So he's joining. Alright, cool. And we'll throw him in there. Now, are you willing to marry my aunt? No, you don't want to marry anybody. Okay, but I mean, you do want to get married, so I'm going to marry you off to someone. Do you marry the Christian Anglo-Saxon chick? Is courtier in Lincoln, or the Finnish chick? Which one here? Meta, courtier in Nidaros. I'll marry you to this one. I'll save that Christian chick for something else. But hopefully you'll like me even more because I got you married. Yeah, see, at a 50. Excellent stuff. Oh, and you need an actual job, though. Now rebuild my legend. Give me some additional warriors. Maybe. Alright, sieging down the tribe. I saw that the private chambers of Meta were very messy. Papers, books, and things lying around everywhere. Do I sort it out for her, or so much to do outside? Do I gain a health, or 10 prestige and conscientious? The health is kind of nice to have. And I don't know that I necessarily want conscientious, although could be handy to have. I already have, what do I have? Fussy and rowdy. Conscientious, I don't remember what conscientious can lead to. But again, the health option I think is kind of beneficial. Well, let's go for conscientious. Let's see what happens. There you go. She didn't like that I was cleaning her chambers. She could not find important books. Now she messed mine up and said I wasn't allowed back in hers anymore. Now I have to clean it again, so I get conscientious. Alright, conscientious gives you stewardship +1, and it can lead to either diligent or temperate, both of which are great traits to have, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't like her now, but that's fine. I will take conscientious. Excellent. Alright, so the siege of this tribe is just about finished. Excellent. Finished. We are close to Finland after all. Okay, he's got a vassal over here. We're going to siege down his vassal's tribe. Okay, these guys. Who died? Linda was murdered. Alright, Linda is the chick that somebody got pregnant. Yeah, my grandfather knocked up Linda. That's right. The reason being that Linda's husband did something mean to my grandfather. I don't remember exactly what that was about, but that was the reason I cuckolded that guy and locked him in jail. Alright, let's go kill off these 176 guys here. They're trying to undo our hard work down here at this little tribal Ostergotland territory. Murdered you. Lost 3 guys who tripped and fell on their swords. Excellent. How about Smolderland? Solderland? Not sure what's going on here, but we're going to kill these 500 guys off. Come on, Kingdom of Sweden. Come on, Kingdom of Sweden. I figure we'll go for Upland next, or at least, how about wherever these 300 guys go? Yeah, we'll just go get them. We are down to about 1,400 troops here, so I'm going to need reinforcements here pretty soon. These guys are hanging out in Upland. That's fine. I'm going that direction anyways. I'll be happy to meet you there. And again, one dude. It says 3, but it only says 1. Huh. And then in the end, I have the same number, so not sure how that happened. Alright. Do we have any more troops that I can raise? I do. Look at that. I have more troops that can be raised. I have 26 guys. Who is he from? Sapmi Peasant Revolt. So there's a peasant revolt, looks like I'm dealing with. Alright, well, we're going to go the long way. And then down here like that. So hopefully that does the trick. And then these guys down here, there's only 60 of them. Can they build any boats down here yet? They cannot. How about I get these guys to come get them? There's only 60 of them, but at this point, every troop counts. When I'm down to 1391, every guy matters. Alright, we're at 60% here. Yes, he's got all these chunks of Finland and stuff out here. And then it looks like we got a temple to attack over here as well. Dope. 82%. Let's go kill these guys off. We'll siege this territory down. We're getting real close here. across a river, but there's only 106 of them, so it's not going to be too bad. And they're dead, and we only lost a single guy. So I'm going to siege this down. And I got a new region for politics reasons. And we're going to go this way. Come on, guys. I need all 26 of you. Oh, sorry. Displaced leap. Ah! Alright, you, 59, load up here. And unload in Upland. And we will meet you there. Okay, didn't lose any guys there, but left 25 behind. Gastertland. Who is this? Denmark. I don't know where Denmark is going, but hopefully not to me. Well, definitely not to me, because they're not at war with me. Alright, you guys head home. And we should be back up to 1300 here, 1357. Once this tribe is done, we're going to head across to the little island here. Child needs an education focus. That would be me. Alright, so let's see here with my education focus. Martial, stewardship, diplomatic, or intrigue. Well, it's kind of split here. I'm tempted to go martial again because I think that having a high combat score is going to really benefit me in terms of raising troops from my personal domain. So I think that's what I'm tempted to go with right now is the martial education. Yeah, so we're going to do that. Alright, 94%. Let's head for... the island. The troops that I saw were out here, so they're probably across in Finland. And he's offering me peace. Surrender under these terms, and I subjugate him, so there we go. Didn't even need to get above 94%. So here we are, folks. King of Sweden. Bam! That is awesome. So awesome. Okay, so open council positions. I can appoint an advisor. So my regent is not a big fan, and I don't know why, but that's okay. And I do have some really, you know, powerful dudes who want to be on my council. So I'm going to do, actually that guy at a 17. Okay, he's also at a 17. All right, we're going to put this dude on here because he's a powerful vassal. Who else? Anybody else? Let's see. I have an 11 at seer. That's my still my best there. What about a 14 at steward? I have anybody better than that? I do not. All right. Title loss on succession. Why am I going to lose the kingdom? Because it is agnatic elective Gavelkind. That is why. So my current heir right now needs to be somebody of my family. So let's take a look at that. Nominate. So we either have my 10-year-old brother, my 8-year-old brother, or my cousin, who is the chief of Jomtland and Nordland and Finnmark, which would sort of reunite all those territories together. And the son of my previous character, the guy who hates me, I'm not going to give it to that guy. I'm going to give it to my brother instead. And hopefully before too long here, these guys will be willing to jump on board. Alright, council, war declarations. There you go. So, powered council. If I abolish it, it increases my domain side. Domain size. Disables the advisor minor titles. Huh. Government is not tribal. Well, in any case, hopefully they all get on board with electing my brother. Nidaros. I don't get to elect that. I don't get to choose who's next there, and same for Kola. So I guess those guys all go with the same dude, whoever that is. The Jarl of Ostlandet. Okay, so Denmark gets that one. Okay, so we are now the King of Sweden. Now the question is, do I strip this dude of his position and move my capital over there? I don't think I will at the moment. But what can I do? I can create 2 titles. the Duchy of Småland and the Duchy of Visby. And will I do that? Småland and Visby. And this one's titular. Okay. Doesn't appear that I have any real reason to do that right now. I can't afford it. Will increase their opinion of me somewhat. So like this guy here, for instance, who wants to be on my council, if I name him to be a duke, then he will like me more for that. I should probably name him as my chancellor. Ooh, this guy's got a 21. Wow, that's even better. So, da-da, 21. Perfect. All right, who else can I gain some claims on? Or do I want to just improve diplomatic relations? I think I still want to try and keep Denmark off my back here. Yeah, so that's good. And again, I don't have anybody better here, and I don't think I have anybody better here, so sorry, dude. That 17 was really nice, but you just, you don't get to be on the council. 17's not good enough. So, at least you still like me. There you go. You would like me a lot more otherwise, but that's okay. Alright, what else is left here? So again, title loss on succession. Hopefully that'll be fixed when my brother grows up or when I have a son. Speaking of sons, that's a good thing. Let's look for any genius girls. I don't see any who are marriageable. Okay, well, what about strong? I do have a couple strong girls. Children of concubines. Yeah, we're just going to wait that one out and see what happens to us. Okay, so now we're going to sit tight. We're going to accrue some cash. And there's now a defensive pact opposing me. What about this dude here? Is he involved in my defensive pact? He is. So all the other guys nearby would declare war on me for that, or is it just going to be a couple other local chiefdoms? Because I can claim his territory in the name of one of my current chiefs, Ostergotland, who has a claim on it, or I can do a de jure claim on it. So actually, what's my total power right now? Almost 2,000. It will end up being a lot more in the near future here, but who is the dudes that are going to help this out? Oh, he owns some territory over there too. Interesting. So I can claim Ostergotland. Right, that's all part of the Duchy of Ostergotland? Yeah. Okay. And that will make this dude like me more, because he currently hates me for whooping his ass. And so if I make a claim in his name, he will like me more than if I do just a de jure claim. If I do just a de jure claim, then I don't get the advantage of that. And I would probably, well, I could actually keep it in my personal domain. I mean, this guy's at -100. I don't think he's ever going to like me, because I did beat him in the war and took his title as king. So what I'm tempted to do is just make a de jure claim on this. And who are the guys that are helping him? This random guy, and Yamtalin's going to declare a war on us. Well, listen up, cuz I don't know what to tell you. Or is it just the one chiefdom? Oh, it's him. It's the single chief that owns all that territory. So I would be fighting Yamtalin. Now, Yamtalin, what is their power? Yamtalin has 400 men. That's like nothing, and he's out of cash. So I don't know if he can actually jump in on that, because he can't declare war on his own. Is it because of the Mutual Defense Pact? Is that why? Yeah, okay, so that's why. So I need to declare a bunch of wars right now. I'm going to make this de jure claim here. And then I'll be able to keep that as part of my personal domain. And then I might even be able to move my, oh, I don't want to move my capital there. That's not great. All right, anybody else nearby that I can declare war on? How about this dude? He is not in the Defense Pact. I can also make a conquest of his territory as well. Ingra and Pomeroy. And what is his power level right now? He has negative cash and about 300 men. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that one too. Might as well. It's only 2 counties right now. You know, I figure it should work out just fine. Alright, so let's see here. You guys, we're going to head down here. You guys can go home. Let's see, you guys can go home. Any more random troops sitting around? Nope, everybody's on their way. And I have a new heir. Alright, so it looks like they did get behind my brother as the heir. So cool. And I have no title loss on succession, it looks like. So the duchy and the kingdom both are going to stick with my little brother until such time as I have a child of my own, which is what, I don't know, 4 years from now? I mean, I can get married 4 years from now, but... Okay, so it looks like everybody else is joining in the war. All of my tribal... I also have 2 holy places now. Ah, okay, that's good. I didn't realize that. Let's take a look. So, I actually have 3 holy places now, and I could reform the faith. Oh no, I only control 2. So, this one and this one. Cleodra. Where is Cleodra? That's down here in Sageland. Okay. Yeah, you're right, I do, because Upland is the other one. Alright. So I've got Nidaros and Upland, Sageland, this one down here, and where is the 5th one? So the 5th one is... Oh, that's right, it's down here in Friesland. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. So I only need 1 more. Hopefully I can take it from Denmark here, and then I can reform. Because, of course, the Reformation is a big part of what is needed in order to become Merchant Republic. So, alright, these guys are hurting. On the way for a hurting. So we're going to redirect them here so they don't end up in a battle that they're going to lose. And you guys, I would like you to just hang tight here and wait for reinforcements. Guess we should have just waited to see what's going to happen with these 800 guys. Bishop Krupp, a preacher in the service of King Constantine of Picklin, has arrived to spread the gospel of their foreign religion. He has little regard for our old faith, declaring it sinful, and he's explained in detail the horrors we shall suffer in the afterlife unless we mend our ways. Well, there are horrors to suffer in this life as well, friend. That's right. You are going straight to the dungeon, fool. And then I'm going to sacrifice you in the blot that I'm going to throw as soon as I turn 16 years old. Okay, so these guys are headed over the hill to start sieging my territories. But it looks like I got homies over here in Tajus doing my work for me, so I'm actually going to pursue these guys. And where are you on your way to? You're on your way to Tajust as well. Let's actually head for here. And you, same thing, head down there. So, oh, I lost a tribal... Oh, he's got 2,000 guys, so it looks like he might have called up his tribal vassal dudes. Wow, he's getting smushed in the middle here. So as long as my dudes show up and are my allies, then I think we ought to win this. Oof. Vesterbottnian peasants. I got a couple peasant revolts up here that are causing problems. And I got these 800 dudes, the Ostergotland guys, heading up to my territory. Looks like we're going to be able to take them out here, no problem. Well, except they get this mountain bonus, and there's a river crossing penalty, so let's take a look. Where do you not have a river thing here? Nidaros, Hijmark, Hirsdals, Yamtel, and Hagaland. 1, 2, 3, 4. So everywhere. So there's a river everywhere and a mountain everywhere. So that's not great for me. Oh, and he's got guys down here in my capital too? Ostergotland. What is your deal, man? You guys are a huge problem. Alright, you dudes turn around and head for Herdal. We're going to meet you in Herdal, and we're going to all group up, and we're going to solve this problem together. I might have bitten off more than I can chew here. Yikes. Maybe I shouldn't have declared war on both those guys at the same time. Finland tribe got sieged down, so I'm losing territory over here to Saskatoona. And Saskatoona, oh, he owns some of that as well. I didn't realize he was in the middle of conquering that other dude. Are you guys going to get worked over here? Ragnar and Ingvar, you're still gonna get worked. No, you made it. Okay. So we got 1800 to his 1100. Alright, so first things first, who's our top guy? Gevert is our #1 combat ability, even though none of his stuff really applies here. And then I guess we'll put Arnie in there. Or do we want to wait until it's winter so that Arnie can get like big time winter soldier bonuses? Winter supply and winter combat plus 50%. So I'm tempted to wait until winter. In fact, let's head here for Halagoland and we will attack from the other side. Who are these dudes? This is the Vasterbotnian Peasant Revolt. So I'm going to let them do their thing and get out of their way. Numidal tribe got sieged down, but that's okay because we're going to wait for winter and we're going to come for you. In fact, we're going to do it right now. Yeah, our winter soldier is going to make the difference here. Alan tribe. My guys in Finland are getting worked is what's happening. I like to climb, wrestle, and run, and as I grow older, I'm beginning to notice that I'm physically stronger than others. Yes! Brawny! Feels good to be strong. So this is basically the like non-hereditary version of strong, right? Martial +2, diplomacy +1, health +1. Nice. This is awesome. Couldn't hope for anything better than Brawny. Alright, yeah. Way to go, Winter Soldier. Way to go, Bucky Barnes. Alright, and these 51 guys are dead. Okay, so we're at 92% currently with those guys. That is awesome because we completely messed their army up, and they messed it up real good. We are really outnumbered over here by Saskatoona, though. And the reason being that they have their tribal reinforcements here. So we're going to call up our tribal reinforcements just so that we have something to counter them with. And we will meet them here in Yarnberland. You guys head over here to Yarnberland. And that should be enough. They're at 4,000 now. Oof. So Upland tribe got sieged down. Will you take peace? You won't. You're losing, but you won't give up yet. I don't know what else to siege of yours. I have all your territory sieged down. We just need to win another battle? Is that what it is? Because he doesn't... Does he own any? Oh, I guess he owns Narva. That's right. I forgot that he owns Narva. Alright. And... used a favor to force them to join all their factions. So there's a... I didn't realize there was a faction thing in here. Increase council power. Alright, 14%. That's not too bad. Okay. Could be worse. They're down to under 4,000. Yeah. Favors. Wonder if I can buy some favors. I already know that. Are we still in winter? We're not in winter anymore. So I'm gonna head over this way. And hopefully I get some reinforcements from my guys here. This dude is a fast mover. So did we lose my winter soldier? Is that what happened there? I guess it is. So Mojmir and Givert. I guess I'll put Falky in there. Maybe he'll get killed or something. Oh, who is this? Chief of Uliday? Well, we'll see. Sorcha, the wife of Chief Eodake of Uliday. Well, we're going to propose that non-aggression pact. Uppsala's still getting worked over here. It's this guy. Oh, in Ireland. Well, so he doesn't want to. That's fine. I don't care about a non-aggression pact with Ireland. In fact, screw you, Ireland. Ooh, he's headed here. I guess we'll head straight for Upland to just unsiege all this territory that he took. Kill these 192 guys and these 19. Okay, so we're at 100% now with this guy, so we will go ahead and offer peace over here. So that one is over. We gain some additional prestige, and these guys are headed north. So we're gonna chase them down. Oh, yeah, come get me. Cross the river. All right, and we even have a defense guy in here, so that's great. We got Falky in here. We got Ingvar, my herdman. He's got organizer. Oh, but he doesn't have any kind of combat specialty anyway, so I guess we'll just leave Falky in there. He's a misguided warrior, but perhaps he can get better. Anybody in here have, let's see, morale damage, morale defense. Actually, I'm going to put this guy in there because he's got morale defense. So We'll see what happens on that left flank. I think we're going to get this one. Oof. Morale over there sucks. Yeah, so they're in retreat. And or is this me up top here? Where am I? No, I'm in the bottom here. But, wow, these guys both fell into retreat pretty fast there. Okay, but that's alright. We got them. They recovered. We're now on full attack on both sides. 1,300 compared to 600. That's casualty figures. That's what I'm talking about there, folks. And I got Riku in battle. Riku, who are you? You're just some lowborn idiot. Can I ransom you? No. I'm tempted to just execute you now, but I'm going to save you for the blot. We're going to have some blotting going on here. Alright, so we're going to take this back. And we're at 42%. We're going to go ahead and head for Finland. We are going to... Yep, we're going to take this back. And what else? So these guys are no longer in retreat mode. So come get it, boys. We're going to head over here and we're going to come get you is what we're going to do. And we outnumber you roughly 2 to 1, maybe a little more than that. And this is us, I guess, right? It's not our flag, but that's okay. We must be with our allies. That's it. Okay. So, dead. Killed 500 to our 284. I don't necessarily like those figures there, but that's okay. And it looks like Västergötland is sieging down this territory, Satakunta. And we will, I guess, hang here and siege down Usima. And you are making friends with the King of Denmark. What is our relationship like with Denmark currently? Let's take a look. 54. Let's get that a little higher. Let's get that a little higher. So he's still got a claim on Sweden, which is why we want to make sure, and the petty kingdom of Västergötland for that matter as well. So we want to make sure that we make really good friends with that guy. And I got a couple more duchy level titles. Let's see here. So we're going to go ahead and siege this territory down, and then we'll head up and join these guys up here at Satakunta. I don't do the accent very well. I'm sorry. I try, but Satakunta. I'm trying to... Irminsul destroyed. As a bitter war in Saxony rages on, the armies of Bruno of East Francia in revolt have captured Paderborn, the site of the great shrine of the holy tree of Irminsul. By order of the conquering leader, the troops burned the holy tree and then proceeded to destroy the entire shrine. This has infuriated people of the Germanic religion everywhere. A foul sacrilege. This dude. I'm going to flag you right now. I cannot believe that you just did that. I'm going to have you killed later. That sucks. Oh, this guy's at 100%, so... Ta-da! Our wars are over. And I am over my limit in terms of what I can support here. You guys go home. Alright, so... Where are we now? Same place as before. I have 2 duchy level titles that I can create. I am 1 over in terms of my... Västergötland still hates me a lot, but he's dull. Ha 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 ha. But he's attractive. He's so pretty, but so stupid. Alright, What now? What now? Who am I gonna give this territory to? So, I'm tempted to do it this one. This guy owns a lot. This guy doesn't. How about this dude? Do you want it, Gotland? Gotland likes me. He's a known murderer, but he likes me a lot. He's 71. He's got a couple sons. So it's probably gonna fracture anyways. I'm gonna give him to Just. Grand title, Chiefdom of Just. Oh, the council doesn't like it. Oh, why not? What is your deal, guys? What's your problem? You don't want it? How about I give it to one of my counselors? So, for instance, you're already a chief, but you're not. And what about you? Can I give it to you? No, I cannot. But I can give it to you. Yeah, council likes that. Let's see. Alright, so you're now a chief. Congratulations. Alright, so Looks good. I have to go now. It was fun watching, man. Thank you, Kofi Annan. Zealand is the other one I need. Okay. Yes, and I also have to go. It is going to be time for bed here real soon. It's, you know, getting close to midnight. Yeah, 11:20. So, all right. Looks like we captured some territory here. We're now king of Sweden. Eventually, I'm going to have to reconquer Jomtland. But, yeah, we're in good shape. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're going to call that a night. Thanks for taking part in my Viking shenanigans, and hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow or sometime soon.